how does one even begin to comprehend and react to what Israel did in Qatar the other day? Qatar is essentially the Geneva, the Switzerland of the Middle East. It's a place where, you use Qatar's good offices to negotiate the most intractable problems. The US withdrawal from Afghanistan. You had the Taliban hosted there. You had the Americans who were willing to come to this. It was a neutral venue. We've had, Qatar play a really positive role when it came to the negotiations, even between Israel and Hamas. And targeting Qatar, violating its sovereignty, violating its territorial integrity, is the most childish, most immature move that a state could pull. Whatever, credibility that Israel had as a state, as an entity that was willing to, work with the Committee of Nations, that seems to have blown away. Now, we can understand, it attacking Yemen. We can understand it hitting Iran, Lebanon even, right? Because those were considered as threats to it, and they had actually launched, hostility. But Doha, Qatar, and what was worse is that the Hamas team that was meeting there, it was essentially, a meeting based on the U.S. providing some form of a ceasefire proposal, which was going to be discussed. So it was the U.S. that lulled them into this meeting and then had the Israelis attack them. And we're getting conflicting news on what level of complicity the U.S. had in this, whether they participated. The Israelis are saying they didn't. The Americans are denying it as well. Whether they were informed, and if they were informed, why the hell would they have, individuals that they're negotiating with, knowing that they're coming to a particular place and then being informed that it's going to be bombed. They're going there to negotiate with you, or at least your plans and proposals. So this seems, extreme perfidy. It is not something that should be tolerated in a world where we hope to have any sort of peace in the Middle East. And I'm really, really worried that a rogue new world is emerging with Israel being the poster boy for this rogue new world. This particular attack was so out of the pale of what is acceptable that it's difficult to really rationalize what it's for. But it just seems that Netanyahu has absolutely no intention of putting an end to the violence. Right? There's no ceasefire that he's willing to agree to. Even his own ceasefires, he proposes them. There's discussion. There's time that's wasted, and then he pulls back from them. So I genuinely, and this has been something that is clear from everything that's happened over the past 2 years and more, that he's not interested in bringing the hostages home. He's not interested in peace. He's not interested in Gaza or the Palestinians or even security for Israelis. What he's interested in is prolonging his political career. He knows that once he's not in that prime minister's office, he is likely, there's a good chance that he could be in the dock. He could be, in the courtroom on trial for corruption charges and for other, abuse of power and whatnot. And so this entire thing is a man trying to protect himself, a scared man who's trying to protect himself, and he's using human lives as means of doing it.
The revolution will be live.